Without a shadow of a doubt, I want to welcome you to the Crunker Show in social media history. It's the War Zone with your host. I am Gary Monroe. Some call me the five-star general. I want to welcome you to the show and tell you thank you for taking the time out to tune in to your boy, because without you, I would not have a show. I want you to push the share button tonight, because whenever I got my beer and my cigarettes, I'm gonna do it like they say in New York. I'm about to talk that shit, man. That's what I'm finna do. So you want to make sure you share this video with everybody you can share it with. So let me do the same thing. Just a second. I want to make sure that I'm sharing it with everybody. Hold on just a second. How do I do this? All right, comment. Okay, so that's what we need to do. Okay. Let's share it. Okay, groups. All right. So we got it rocking right now. I want to tell you thank you for taking the time out to tune in. I know it's Christmas Eve and I'm in the festive, what's the word I'm looking for? I am in a joyous mood. I want to tell you guys for almost 3 years now, we've been rocking with the Warzone. Started off with Candace Matthews and Elvante Patton. Moved over to Demetria K and Donovan Sadiq, and I've been rocking by myself for about a year now. But during all that time, you guys have stuck with us through a pandemic when we didn't have anything to do except talk to you. And we were able to bring you great content, just like I'm going to bring you tonight. Now, you know me. If you know me, I take the gloves off on the show. I don't play any games. And, I like to be able to come to you with the truth. Well, I tell you what, ain't nothing finna change about how I do it. So tonight, I'm coming to you with the truth. Now, as you know, we've been dealing with some things over down here in Third Ward, Texas, with them removing our principal from our school. And a lot of people were like, man, why is this being done? And there were several reasons as to the lies that they told as far as it was being done. But I want to send a big shout out to a Yates alumnus who's been on my goddamn nerve for like the last 3 days. Niecy Williams got on Facebook today and started contradicting folk and, telling us what we need to do with our kids. And I made a promise to bless her game. And I'm going to bless her game. I blessed her on Facebook so hard, she ended up taking the post down. Let me say this here. If you're a Yates line and you don't like my tactics, you ain't been watching me for 14 years. If you're a Yates line and you don't clearly understand that I'm an attribute to this fight, then you ain't been watching me for 14 years. And if you're a Yates line that don't want to help us fight, go sit your armchair quarterback ass down and we can handle this on our own. But don't come here like Niecy Williams telling us what to do about our school and our children. And guess what? Your kids don't even go there. Exactly what I thought. Abrevia Miller says she can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Because I want to make sure that you can hear me so we can get down to business. I want to make sure that you guys can really, really hear me so that we can get down to business. Tell me if you can hear me, and then we'll get this thing rolling. In the meantime, Ron Trail say he can hear me. Abrevia, check your computer. Something's wrong on your end. Once again, thank you guys for rocking with me for almost 3 years. And we're going to go into the next year. But tonight is Christmas Eve. I located Rudolph. He was drunk over there behind HEB. He had been drunk too much of what reindeers drink. But me and old Rudolph had a conversation. I was over there talking to Rudolph, smoking a cigarette and drinking me a bush. And Rudolph told me, when you go on tonight, give them the business. I told him, man, I wish you could watch. He said, well, I'm going to have a long night going all around the world to drop off the presents for the kiddos who waiting on. But I gave Rudolph my word that I'm going to get E-Hold the business tonight. Now, everybody want to know what got Principal Guillory in the position that she's in, which she didn't do anything wrong. The numbers don't make sense. You can't use them against her. I'm not really worried about her appeal. I was more worried about if she'd get filed in time. But that's going to happen, and she's fine. The truth shall set you free. In the immortal words of Fred Sanford. And a lie will get you for real. For real. So here's the deal. There were things that were said, and people thought, well, maybe she took the money for the turf field. Principal ain't never touched no money because ain't no money never came to the school. Matter of fact, the money that's been released to change happens is in the Chase Bank. They can't do anything with it because they have to raise that amount. And I think the amount they have is $200,000. So they have to raise that in order to get that money there to be able to do what they need to do with that money. So, people thought maybe she took the money from the field. No, that didn't happen. Well, did she steal some money other than that? No, she is of high character. She wouldn't steal any money. And then they heard the magic words. Something happened in special ed. Well, our special ed babies are very, very important to us. And if you mess over special ed kids, then even I'll do you. So did the principal do something to the special ed kids, or was she not taking care of her special ed babies? Well, when you have a population of students where, in the school where half of your population is special ed, that could happen. But that's not what happened. That is not what happened. Tonight, I want to be Santa 5-star. I want to deliver some gifts. And I'm going to have a little fun delivering these gifts because I'm going to tell you something. When you are at war, you don't fight fair. And I don't fight fair. I have something in my heart that tells me that when you do something to somebody and it affects them and their family, then you should be put in the same place. See, when we out here doing our dirt, we don't think that karma will come back to you. Now, there was something going on in special ed, there's no doubt. But you see the title of this tonight? Sex, Lies, and the wrongful removal of a principal. I know you HISD suckers is watching. So let's tell the world what you won't tell them. Want to tell the world what you won't tell them? HISD, can I hear you? If y'all want me to snitch on these hoes, let me get a hell yeah. I'm going to drink a little bit. Let me get a hell yeah, and I'll start snitching. Because I'm worse than Charleston White when it come to this school shit. I see my good friend Kill Warren say hello to all of y'all. Ebony Chadwick, Deborah White, Michael Brown, Abrevia Miller, Lawrence Martin Jr., Deborah White, Maine Jones. I see a bunch of y'all in here. All right. So let's tell you what happened in special ed. Well, my good friend Marcus Brooks, straight up OG with this shit, man, told me a long time ago when I first got in the game, Monroe, you ain't gonna get nothing done until you go down to that district office. I said, where's it located? He said 4400 West 18th Street. And that was one of my first live podcasts, or whatever you want to call it, 4400 West 18th Street. So ever since I've been going down there, I've been getting shit done. Now, I will tell you that y'all need to have a conversation with God, because God gave me this assignment. He just didn't tell me how to do it. So I just do it the way I feel. And tonight, we're going to out the rats. See, what y'all have done, my principal, since all this has gone on, has had to go into the hospital and the urgent care and all of that. Her mom has cancer and is stressing her mom. And I don't think that that's fair. So I want to stress y'all, rats. So let's figure out who the rats are. Now, if you can see this picture says that these are the JY rats. You know, in our building, it needs some exterminating. There's 5 rats running around the building. And I'm going to start with the fat ass rat down here at the bottom right. His name is Dean Dwayne Clark. You know, they used to call him assistant principals. And Dean Clark has been undermining our principal since she got the job. Now, he was actually there before she got the job. And he came over from another school. The question was, why did he come over from another school? Did he transfer in? You know, he got promoted to be a dean? No, actually, he was demoted. Demoted? Where he come from? Man, the man come from Worthing High School. He come from Worthing High School. And the reason he had to leave Worthing is because he got caught sexually harassing female members of his staff. Now, it was unique how he got caught. He had just got the job, wasn't there long, first year principal, and sexually harassing folk, and the woman recorded him while he was doing it. The other day, we talking to HISD. They say, well, they did an investigation on it. They couldn't substantiate what happened. I said, man, y'all need to stop lying. If they couldn't substantiate it, why he got demoted? See, they couldn't come out with it because he had just got hired. So it would have looked like a really, really bad situation. But he was over there. He used to dress clean. I give him that. He used to be clean as a clap doctor when he was there. He dressed clean when he was there. Down, if you want, trying to figure out who Dwayne Clark is, this is him, the bottom right. And he's been undermining the principal since she got the job. Now, when he came over to Yates, we were in the old building, and I asked the current principal who was there, which was Dr. Kenneth Davis, one of the best principals they ever walked the hallway. My exact words to him, why you bringing this nigga over here? You know he got too much baggage with him. He said, man, I know, but I'm going to watch him, and I think that, he just needs additional training. Well, how do you retrain the mind of somebody that's sexually harassing female employees? You don't retrain that type of mind. But Davis gave me a word, and Clark came over and he was quiet. And then, of course, Davis got promoted and Guillory got the job. So Clark has been trying to undermine that ever since because he wants to be a principal again. Well, if that's the case, with all these principal jobs coming over, why they gave him one? Because they know what he did when he was at Worthing. So, he came over to Yates and he's been there. He had gotten real sick. I think he had a stroke or something, and, it messed with his mobility. And we all prayed for him because at a certain time, we thought that he had passed away, and it wasn't true. So even I prayed for him. And I'm still praying for him right now that he get the fuck up out of our school. That's what I'm praying for. Because he's a snake and he's been undermining her. So when they come, now watch this here. Watch out try to scramble, HISD. Tell the truth now. Tell the truth, shame the devil. The college career readiness numbers, who was in charge of that last year? Dwayne Clark. Who fucked it up? Dwayne Clark. But yet, when the principal goes to her immediate boss, who's currently the interim principal, April Williams, and asks her, can she remove him? Because nobody really cut for him at all. Nobody really cut for him because they know what he's been doing. The SSO never removed him. I even asked the SSO why you didn't 399 him. That's an administrative move that they can do. Even if they had nowhere for him to go, they could have 399 him and got him off the campus. If a principal wants somebody removed, then you should remove him. And when I say undermining her, totally undermining her, fucking up shit on purpose, scheduling folks classes they shouldn't have, fuck up the whole graduation thing last year. Dwayne Clark, rat number 1. In the middle, Charles Thompson, brand new to the yard, but been undermining her too. You want to know who the rats is? I'm telling you who the rats is. I'm not sacrificing nothing. I ain't holding shit back. HISD can't do a motherfucking thing to me. Charles Thompson is a rat, and he been undermining her. And that leaves us with 3 rats. Remember, I told you something happened in special ed, right? Let me tell you what never trumps the crimson and gold that flows through my veins. I want you to see me. Nothing trumps the crimson and gold that flows through my veins. And if you a Yates line and you in violation, you're going to get the business for anybody else. Let's go back to what we were discussing. All right. So we're going to start at the top left. That is the special ed chair, Kim Williams. Remember, something happened in special ed. Below that, that is the communities and schools person, Brittany Navajo. And up at the top is Trinitra Ponce. From what I understand, she's a secretary at the school. What the hell happened in special ed? Sex, lies, and the wrongful removal of a good principal. HISD, see if you can fix this shit, man. Here's what the deal was. This is what happened in special ed. Picture top left is in a relationship with picture bottom left. Kim is in a relationship with Brittany Navajo. They've been coming to school arguing, fighting on the campus, taking excessive amount of smoke breaks. Let me go back and say that again for you. Top left, bottom left are in a physical relationship. And they've been fighting on the campus. So the man in charge of discipline, Mr. Butler, called him into a meeting, from what I understand, and they addressed it in front of the principal. Mr. Butler told him this could not go on this campus because this was not the place for it. And if it continued, he would get rid of one, if not both of them. Picture bottom left is not an employee of the Houston Independent School District. Picture top left, the special ed chair, is an employee of the Houston Independent School District. She is the special ed chair. When that happened and Butler told them that, top left, special ed chair Kim Williams fires off a bogus ass email to the district, basically complaining about Butler. So the district used that as and they used that email that was about Mr. Butler, which he didn't do anything wrong, making up shit in the email, and they caught Guillory as collateral damage. That's what happened in special ed. So Guillory didn't put her hands on anybody. She didn't mess over no kids. She didn't steal no money, nothing. And if you can see my man Marcus Brooks said, no lies told. Y'all want to know what happened at Yates? Then I'm going to fucking tell you. But see, I come tonight because remember I talked to Rudolph earlier. Donna and Bliss and them, they was over there behind the dumpster at HEB drinking a 40 ounce. So Rudolph was by himself. And whatever Rudolph was drinking, his nose kept lighting up. And Rudolph told me, fuck up the church's money tonight. So that's what I come to do. Before Rudolph and them, got in the road, to drop off the presents, Rudolph told me to fuck up the church's money. So somebody on here said the lesbians took Tiffany down. Exactly. LGBTQ community, check your people, man. This ain't got nothing to do with hating gay people or LGBTQ. No. When your people out of line, you need to check your people because now we're finna lose a good principle behind a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, they coming to school with black eyes, all kinds of shit. Yeah, they fighting in the car. All this in front of these kids, cussing in the hallways. But I bet she didn't put that in the email. This ain't had nothing to do with no principle. That's why we know they just wanted Guillory out the building. So that leaves Tenitra Ponce, whatever your name is. I come to bring gifts tonight. And I know that somebody gonna let these people see this. So let me drop this gift off in your lap. Kim Williams. Did Brittany tell you she was fucking Tenitra Ponce? Bet she ain't tell you that or put that in the email. I'm saying what I'm saying. Anybody want to sue me, let's go to court. I get discovery and I get to prove it. Brittany, did she tell you, let's make the picture bigger, did she tell you that Brittany was fucking Tenitra Ponce? Kim, did she tell you that? See, it's too much shit going on in these schools. Well, hold on a second, because I wanna make it bigger. I want you to be able to see these motherfuckers. Let me make it smaller so that way you can see them. There you go. Let me put it to you like this here. Top left, bottom left in a relationship, fighting on the school campus, beating each other up, smoking more cigarettes than I smoke, and the administration got a problem with it. They address you professionally, and you file for bogus email and get our motherfucking principal removed. But Brittany didn't tell you, Kim, at the top left, that she been fucking Tenitra Ponce. Hopefully y'all don't tear that motherfucker up when you go back after motherfucking Christmas break. Yeah, I'm going to tell all your motherfucking business. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell all your business. It's too much pussy licking going on at this school. It's too much motherfucking cat licking going on at this school. Why is cats licking the cats of rats? Yeah, y'all ain't there to educate no kids. Y'all over there thinking Yates is Tweeties. Yeah, I'm gonna put your business in the street, homie. You got my motherfucking principal removed for no fucking reason. Then the truth need to be told. Every Yates line, everybody in the city watching this shit right now. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the truth. So if you just tuning in, I'm exposing the rats that got Yates in turmoil right now. And guess what? Minus Brittany Navajo, ain't none of these motherfuckers Yates lines. But yes, guess what? It hurt me to tell this shit. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I coached Little League football. I damn near coached all the Navajos. But Brittany was the best linebacker I ever coached. But right now, my school is in turmoil. And ain't no, since my principal got her blood pressure up, her mom blood pressure up, mom go to the hospital, she in the hospital. They Christmas is fucked. I'm gonna fuck your Christmas up too. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck your Christmas up too. So Jingle Bell leave nuts in your mouth. That's what you do. Jingle Bell leaves nuts in your mouth with your nasty asses at school with that bullshit. Yeah. Now, Millard, how you like that? With your good stinking ass. How you like that, Millard? And for those that might have a problem with me doing this, everything's all fair in love and war. And right now, we at war. And all I'm telling is the truth. All I'm telling is the motherfucking truth from here on out. I ain't trying to save nobody. I don't give a damn no more. And hey, if one of y'all buck at the district, I'm gonna put y'all motherfucking business in the streets. Yeah, any one of y'all buck. Any one of y'all buck, say any motherfucking thing, I'm gonna put your business in the street. And hopefully it's you, Mr. Superintendent, because I'd love to unload your side piece on their ass. See, the thing about it is, some of y'all new to this shit, but I'm true to this shit. 14 years in the game, man, that's what I've been doing this. I've been on this shit for a minute. And because I've been quiet, you motherfuckers must have thought I forgot how to do this shit, dog. I started this advocacy shit, and this the motherfucking thanks I get. I'm the OG of this game. So yeah, tonight I'm Charleston White and you motherfuckers in here, man. Exactly, Pamela Graves. She said, let me put her comment up. That's why our children have no respect, because you motherfuckers bring your private life into our school buildings, and when somebody address you, you want to lie on them and cost them their careers. Now, hopefully the district come through and get your stinking freak ass off our campuses. And that's what it is, partner. So in case you missed it, bottom left picture and top left picture are in a physical relationship. But bottom left forgot to tell top left that she has been sleeping with top right. Exactly, Whitney. Exactly. And see, that I'm tell you something. Whitney CG said unprofessional and unethical. No doubt. And when the principal tried to address it, when the dean tried to address it, they fired off a lying-ass email and the district ran with that shit. So now, if you got a problem with me, line it up, motherfucker. But if you think that my principal finna have a horrible Christmas, Jingle Bell leave nuts in your mouth, because I just fucked up your Christmas too. And I said what I said. All 5 of these motherfuckers should be coming off the Yates campus. Dwayne Clark is an imbecile who at the end of the day, I done told him in his face that you ain't no motherfucking Yates line at all, partner. You ain't no Yates line. And I really have to address this. Kim Williams, top left, special ed chair, walking around the school like she's demoralized. And old Miss Gilbert, bitch, shut up. You costing this lady her career. You don't give a fuck about Tiffany Guillory. You don't give a fuck about none of y'all on this screen tonight give a fuck about Guillory. You only give a fuck about yourself. See, Guillory was different. She gave a fuck about our children. And y'all don't give a fuck about them. Ask Clark how many of me to sent to alternative school on bullshit. Yeah, Dwayne, I ain't got no respect for you, homie. None. None. So let me put this in the atmosphere too so we can get this straight. Whenever I'm at the school, I conduct myself in an orderly fashion. Whenever I'm at the school, I definitely follow board policy. So if you motherfuckers even try to fuck with me, my attorney already waiting. Ain't nothing you can do. It ain't nothing you can do, homie. See, the truth got to be told, man. The truth has to be told, man. But see, this is bigger than Guillory. Marcus Brooks just said it. The big picture is they want to close Jack Yates. Oh no, we gonna always talk about the big picture. But tonight, I'm gonna be like Charleston White. I'm calling these nasty motherfuckers out. Cause on the screen, I got 4 nasty motherfuckers. 4 nasty motherfuckers. HISD has allowed Dwayne Clark to continue being an administrator in the Houston Independent School District when this man sexually harassed women at Worthing High School, and they caught him on tape. And that's why his ass was demoted. Let me tell y'all something, whether you're straight or whatever your sexual orientation may be, don't bring that shit to the schoolhouse, man. That ain't the place for it, man. And we got too much shit going on that ain't got nothing to do with learning. And when the people stand up and say, this is about the kids, we need to educate the children, you can't do this here, then guess what? You file bogus ass emails. So if you want to know what this is about, I just told y'all. And the dude in the middle need to go back to fuck where he come from. Because, dog, we know you a snake too. Don't y'all feel uncomfortable walking around there? Oh, Kim, by the way, I know for a fact that you sent out a text in the group text the other day trying to clear the air. Man, them people ain't fucking with you no more in there, man. They know what you did. And HISD down with the bullshit. They down with the bullshit. And wasn't a few months ago, Clark removed from the campus for a few days? Because somebody say mess with one of them girls. HID, didn't you remove that man from the campus? But when somebody tries to address it, you remove them from the school. So my principal didn't do anything wrong, y'all. She does everything by the book. Her character is not in question. She's one of the very few that actually gives a damn about her children. And they don't want anybody like that in there. They only give a damn about data. They don't give a damn about kids. Yeah, I come to drop them presents off tonight, man. So I don't know if y'all living in the same house, but I will say this here if you're watching me, because y'all gonna be arguing about this shit. I'm telling you, I ain't sleep with old girl. Well, let me put it to y'all like this here. For 14 years, I made an agreement with the public. If you could prove that I was lying, I'll walk away from this game. And ain't nobody been able to prove that I've been lying. And I'm not lying this time. Y'all got too much shit going on in the schoolhouse. It's a place of learning, not bullshit like y'all bring to school. And now, the same way y'all drug my principal across social media, across the media outlets, I'm gonna drop this video on every motherfucking social media account I got, so it can go out to millions. Now, how do you feel when your motherfucking name out there on some fuck shit, but just so happens all the fuck shit I done brought up, you actually guilty of? But the way y'all threw my principal out there, HISD, let me make you understand this. She can't resign because she'll never get another job. We gonna fight, and you ain't gonna terminate her, because if you do, she'll never get another job. So guess what? Go get your best fucking attorney, because you know what, motherfucker? It's time to fight. You can't fucking with a Yates line for no reason. And Dr. Ponce, you better go sit your ignorant ass down somewhere. That motherfucker there so cockeyed, he can sit on the front porch and count the chickens in the backyard. Better go sit your cross-eyed ass down somewhere. Ain't no love for you motherfuckers no more. On no level. So won't you do some damage control on that? Because they've been over there on some immoral shit, unethical shit. And if you really want to find out, you good at doing fucked up investigations, won't you go over there and ask a bunch of people? They'll tell you what the fuck been going on with these clowns. They'll tell you how they tried to address it. And then that email came after they addressed it. You say, man, y'all sure y'all want to go to court with this shit? The only thing you blessed at right now is that I don't have my law license, because I would tear y'all ass up in the court of law. But don't worry about it, because we got a good one that's going to tear your ass up anyway. Tamara Walker, tell them go. I bet they don't go over there and ask nobody, because everything I just said, they're going to tell it. They're going to tell the motherfucking real. Miller, you know, I drink everything, but I love them old school Bush. You want a Bush, Miller? I bet you over there with motherfucking cotton mouth right now, you ignorant motherfucker. Say, go get your shit together, partner. Go get your shit together. Now, I'm not going to take up too much of y'all time on Christmas Eve. And just so that them motherfuckers will know, I'm not taking tomorrow off. I'm working. I'm going to put some fucking work in. And I'm going to expose some more. I want to expose some more on you bitches. From your police department. Man, I could put so much shit out there that it would realistically fuck your head up. Now, don't be mad at me. Blame it on Rudolph. Because Rudolph is the one that told me to tell the real. And I had to abide by the Christmas rules. I said what I said. I stand 10 toes down on it. It's the war zone. And we at war. And there shall be collateral damage. I can promise you that much.